Oh my God. What is going on? Are you kidding me? Now,
because this kick and then him walking off doesn't prove he was fine to me. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, well, he threw the kick on the...
You never know. Maybe throughout that training camp, maybe he knew he wasn't as good as what he used to be. And that's why he looked really nervous, because he did look nervous. Do this, okay? Am I still the guy? Am I as good as what I used to be? Because you dry ice and the crowd is going crazy for you. Yeah, you got a fair bit of an adrenaline, still that guy. And you never know. There's a crazy world where the kick actually connected. It didn't go his way. He didn't get the win. He didn't get the biggest comeback in combat sports history. It was the biggest let in the air and threw that stupid kick that blew his knee out is because of the nerves. And also because he wants to show everyone, I've still got it. I'm still running through your body. And you're asking yourself a lot of questions like, have I still got it? Can I still do X? I mean, look at Jorge Masvidal when he sprinted at Ben Askren and knocked him out. It's the quickest knockout in UFC history. I'm sure that's what he was trying to do, but it was ill-advised. He was out of range. It wasn't the most athletic kick. And of course, as we know, when he hit the canvas, he blew his goddamn knee out, right? It let the air out of the arena. It was like a wet fart. Everyone was like, Machine Gun Kelly, he was out there talking a lot of shit as well.
I'm aware I did a post yesterday, and I should probably...
No. Oh, he's like, no! Are you kidding me? You're shitting me! No!
What is going to happen next? Well, first of all, we know he's going to have surgery, okay? Is it a torn ACL? Is it a torn meniscus? If it's a meniscus, he might be back within 6 months. If it's an ACL, a year. It could be 18 months. You never know. Maybe that's the end of his career. But he's only got one fight left on his contract. The big question is, of course, what is he going to do? Will he come back? That's what everybody wants to know. But here's what he actually said. He said, I was so sharp and so ready for this fight. I cannot believe what has happened. The talk of me being off while walking into the fight is nonsense. I was calm, ready, and confident, and I am in shock at what
means. It's this kind of injury, that kind of injury, including our pal Dr. Suterer, who said this on Twitter when he saw the video. Lack of brace, assuming he didn't just take it off for the video, means no high-grade collateral ligament.
McGregor was finished by Max Holloway in 1 minute and 9 seconds due to injury. The fight starts. Conor does this running, jumping kick. As he lands, you could see his knee go. But there's no fighting on one leg, especially against a guy like Max Holloway. Just impossible. UFC 329.
Fan and any McGregor hater, we just straight up didn't get a main event.
There are questions about whether or not he was injured before he ever got to the octagon. To that end, Conor denies it. You can go on his social media.
To see this, the commentators were talking about it looked like he blew out his knee. I will admit, yes, this position looks like the classic position that you will see with an ACL tear in terms of the rotation of how the foot is externally.
A little hurt, not the one that actually got hurt, which was his right knee. So I don't know if he had a pre-existing injury. There's a lot of rumor mongering, but that doesn't seem to me, as of the time of this video that I'm making it now, that does not appear to me to be the strongest argument. The strongest argument is that this guy already had injury problems before any of his departure time really took.
When he fell down the second time, I was like, oh, this is not good. The first time I thought he just slipped. It's hard to tell. It's wild. It's in the moment. I thought he slipped. And then when he got up and he threw a kick again, I'm like, oh, I don't like how his...
Holloway win this fight. Holloway wins by just out-voluming him, being at the right spots at the right time. Very tall, lanky guy, using good footwork, using good timing. His timing is definitely going to be better because he's been fighting way more regular than McGregor. I think that there's definitely a possibility of Max Holloway picking him off and moving. But I would favour...
I mean, he's blue as shit out. He ain't fighting private...
Pads, aye, and then he walked away immediately. Like he did 3. It's very possible that there was a tear that was bad enough to not be able to win a fight, but that he was still able to pretend for a minute. Very possible. Fighters have done this for time, by the way. Did he know that before he stepped foot in the cage? Because people are looking at all sorts of footage online now and going, was his knee fucked before he even got in that cage? And did he know that this was a complete waste of time before the bell even rang?
It's the motherfucking deal, Double G.
Oh! No way, just rolled his ankle. Oh! No way. No, bro, what? He just fucked. No, stop it. That did not just happen. No. Restart, repause, rewind. What? Let him up. What happened? What? Bro, no, he just ran and fuck. A minute 9 seconds into the first round. I mean...
Firstly, Oscar Willis, a friend of MK, said he had seen Conor train all week or something, or for quite some time, and that there was just no indication there was a problem. You can look at the warm-up footage of the back room before getting going, and it didn't look amiss to me. I realize that there is a question of how he just appeared emotionally lesser than walking out and then taking off his shoes. It looked like he was stumbling, but if you watch that video, it's the other knee that looks like he gets...
What was your reaction to how that fight ended?
It was sad to see, you know what I mean, but that's the thing with this sport. You've got to stay consistent, you've got to keep fighting, and I think where he hasn't fought in so long, his body couldn't keep up with it, and coming out and throwing a crazy kick like that first thing.
No way, no.
He throws the kick. Again, I know you'll be saying I'm reading a lot into this in the comments, but just look. Boom, and then it's like a little stumble back. Like, it's not conclusive proof that there was anything wrong, but it's not McGregor at 100% either. Like, that doesn't look great. And then the third time he throws it on the footage, boom, and then he walks away. So we don't actually see McGregor in full flow, like kick, like hammering the pads, or it's almost like, and I'm not saying that this is the case because it's hard to know, when they needed their footage, he's like, all right, let me do the kick I'm going to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, potentially that's possible.
This is the worst case scenario for any McGregor
event. We know what happened. McGregor blew his knee out in the first few seconds, made an absolute shit ton, $30 million for almost no work. Didn't really take a punch. Max Holloway got paid for nothing as well. The fight didn't happen, and of course everyone's out there. They've all got opinions. Everyone's calling it a fakes and saying that he was injured beforehand and this and that, and shut the hell up, okay? Anytime Conor McGregor fights, anytime there's a big, huge fight, you get tons of casuals tuning in. They don't know what they're talking about. Conor McGregor often starts his fights with something wild, and when you've been away from the sport for 5 years and you're walking into the octagon at the T-Mobile Arena and they've got the...
where they're at, but like I say, I heard a couple of McGregor interviews. I was very impressed with the way what he was talking about and how calm he seemed and how focused he seemed. I know it's just an interview, it doesn't really mean anything, but he's up against it, against an active guy like Max Holloway. But I think the thing is that power doesn't leave. Like, he needs one shot and it can be over. So I'm more favouring towards a McGregor win, to be honest.
I can tell, but how does...
absolutely nothing, homie. F this dude. That's how beef...
Leg just gave out. That didn't seem like... I'm still hoping he...
Does Conor fight again? Imagine the pressure that was on Conor McGregor.
Trails around the Cali streets.
Work. And of course, you know...
On him. That happens in the first 5 seconds. You've got...
Example, there's so many out there. So.
Did we ever think that McGregor was coming back?
He always threatened coming back, didn't he? But I think that, like, there's been so many stop-starts with McGregor that
6 years.
Yeah, no one knows where we're up to. But you know what? I watched a couple of his interviews recently. He seems in a really good place. I know it's only an interview, but he does seem in a good place. When McGregor's on form, he's absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal. He's beat Max Holloway before. Max Holloway, in my opinion, really, really good fighter. One of the best ever. Didn't look great in his last fight. Did not look great against Charles Oliveira at all. He looked like he kind of like was questioning whether he wanted to be there or not at points. But that is, he was fighting a grappler, so you know, when it's all striking, which it probably will be, sometimes when you're fighting regular, that helps as well. Sometimes it works the other way. It just depends.
No.
Is number one, myself included, that we as a community care about is simply what is next. That's all we ever want to know, right? What's next? It's hard for me to make a case. It's hard for me to imagine a quick turnaround for Conor if there is in fact a blown out knee. We're talking about a year right now before you return to the gym. Then if we're looking at delays or anything like this, if we take half the time till his next fight that we took between his previous fight and this fight, he's 40 years old. This isn't realistic. So, do we have nostalgia? Do we thank this young man for the memories? Because I think we'll go in line with what he says. If he comes out and says, hey,
give me one more. I'll keep my mouth shut. You owe me one by contract. I want one more. I agree. I've been out too long, so don't let me be out this time. Give me a fight. I think that we'll fall in line. Here's the thing. He would have to do that for love of competition. Why do I say that? You can't main event somebody at this price tag.
He's just slipping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he's just freaking out because he hasn't been in the octagon in 5 years. And then he started moving around and he like grabbed his knee and buckled.
Okay.
And there was some
I didn't
conversation.
notice that.
Yeah, there was some conversation going on between him and Max Holloway. And I was like, you know, Max is saying he can't fight, like something's wrong. And he said, fight me. He's like, get up. And so he lets him up, and then his knee buckles, and then the referee stops there.
He threw a kick and he gave him out. Get them sugar ankles.
Injury, MCL/LCL, means nothing about ACL and meniscus. Range of motion being at least 90 degrees of flexion and looking relatively comfortable is good.
The medical side of the sports world. This was literally the very first thing that McGregor did. He came out, right? The announcers are talking about he's full of energy, right? It's his first fight out, and he goes and throws this crazy, ridiculous kick, and he lands really awkwardly on that right leg. Now, a lot of people are going,
This meant something to me, man. I needed this. I've been waiting for this comeback for so long. It didn't even feel real the entire fight week. And this is the result we get. This is the worst possible outcome of this main event. I see people that don't like Conor McGregor rejoicing at this outcome. You didn't even see him or get to see him get beaten up in that fight.
And I feel bad for him, know what I mean? He's put so much into coming back and getting back in the octagon.
Your shoulders going into this fight. Imagine the pressure. Oh God, no, I can't watch. Oh, I can't watch. Imagine the pressure going into the. I can't watch. I'm closing my eyes because it's on the screen. Imagine the pressure going into the next fight. Max was saying, "Oh God, quit showing me that shit. I can't see that." Fuck, I turn it off. Max was saying Conor versus Max 3 in December or some shit, but
Conor McGregor surfacing online, and it was his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to Conor, 38 years young. Here he is with his wife Dee, seemingly in good spirits.
28 years of age.
Yes.
Happy birthday to the mic.
Happy birthday.
We'll be back.
It matches your outfit, you.
We'll be back. Come on. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. We'll be back. Let's go. Let's go. I know.
So there you go. He seems to be in good spirits. He seems to be happy. He says that he is going to be back, which is probably the most, the most important nugget of it all there. He seems to be grounded. Who knows? It's a 30-second video. I saw some people breaking down, whether or not this means
his knee just collapsed underneath him.
Rotated. The idea that we see a little bit of the knee going inward, the trunk is leaning over his injured side. But what you don't see on this injury is the classic pivot shift that you will sometimes see with an ACL tear. Now that doesn't mean that this is not an ACL tear, but you at least don't see that stereotypical kind of pathognomonic shift forward of the tibia and then pop backwards like we would if you could confirm 100% that this was an ACL. I think looking at it from this view is a little bit better because we can see kind of straight on. So here he goes and jumps off of that right side, twists as he lands down.
Out strong.
Last question for you, Conor. When you land that left hand and Max falls, what is that going to feel like, man? I mean, that's 40 yards away. Like, what do you think that's going to be?
Glory to God.
Dan, every time Conor McGregor's name is mixed in mixed martial arts in a good way, it's always great and huge for the sport. He did a lot of, you got to give the man his flowers. He did a lot of great things for the sport. He did a lot of big things for the sport. So at the end of the day, he always got my respect in that sense. But the sad thing is that he has to see me come July 11th, and I'm the one, welcoming him back to the octagon. So I'm excited.
How did it happen? Conor doesn't need to fight. He has everything. I respect the fact that he's coming back to fight so much because it shows that he's a fighter in his heart. Me, I got to a certain level and I decided to walk away. Conor, he's back. It shows that he's still that fighter despite having so much success. I'm rooting for him. Proud of Conor. I'm a massive fan. I think I will be for the rest of my life. You know, he has had a lot of struggles, ups and downs, just like I have, but he always gets back on his feet, which is a huge example to so many out there. So
I apologize for...
It's tough. Of course, the world would watch him fight Diaz for the trilogy. The world would watch anything he does, especially in combat sports. So a boxing match, it's going to be tough. The thing is, if he did, I'm not sure the extent of his injuries. If it's a torn ACL after 5 years away, that's another year on the sideline. At his age, I think he's done. If he tore his ACL, he's done. He'll never come back the same, you know. And that was the big question coming into this one. Can he pull it all together after this horrific injury and come back? But how many times can you cry wolf before the fans are like, we're not breaking ticket gate records anymore. We're not flying across the world to watch you fight. We know what we get with you. A flash in the pan. How many times can you do this before people start moving on?
So when we were talking about the guy over here earlier asking about there being a pre-injury, just on my accounts, the face-off that day is at 80 million views, right? So if there was a pre-existing injury, somebody would have noticed it. He was limping, put his shoes on, he ran right at him. I don't think there was. Anything is possible, but he sure didn't look like it. And for 80 million just on my accounts, you know, that number's got to be massive, and nobody noticed anything. So there you go.